Welcome to the Obviously Rare podcast. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I have another bomb news segment for y'all. But before I begin, y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, that share button, hit that notification bell so you know when I am dropping. And if you'd like to support the mission, support the movement, support the culture, support the channel, Cash App, $Michael US, capital U, capital S. Oh man, Dennis Rodman's daughter said he a deadbeat. The nigga ain't worth nothing. The nigga ain't looking out for his baby. She had to sleep in the car. He's always partying. Oh man, she went in on his black ass. Me personally, before I dive into this thing, I always thought he was a little funny. I think he's part of the diddlers game. Me personally, a grown man, the way he dressed like that. A grown man knowing the type of climate that we in, knowing what kind of lifestyle that the alphabet community brings, and he's dressing up like one. He's cross-dressing, wearing makeup. I mean, this is, we'll get to that a little bit later. But I got an article I want to read from Dennis Rodman's daughter. This is according to CNN.com. And I went to a public school, and I really appreciate if y'all be patient with me. I'm going to get through this. All right. Article written by Jamie Barton. 5-time NBA champion Dennis Rodman has apologized to his daughter, Olympic gold medal winner, soccer player Trinity Rodman, after she criticized him for being absent for much of her life in the Call Her Daddy podcast. He's not a dad, maybe by blood, but nothing else, she told host Alex Cooper. Hearing his voice is painful. CNN attempted to contact Dennis Rodman for a comment, but the former Detroit Pistons and Chicago Bulls star posted a public apology to his daughter on Instagram shortly after the podcast episode was published. Sorry I wasn't the dad you wanted me to be, but either way, I still tried and never will stop, he wrote on Instagram. I will keep trying even when you're being told as an adult not to respond to my phone calls. I will try even when it's difficult and if it takes a long time. I'm always here and tell you all the time, whether it's your voice or voicemail, how proud I am. I always had one wish, and it was I wish my kids would call me and come see me. Ooh, they said, knows what he said? He said, I'm always here and I tell you all the time, rather it's your voice or your voicemail, meaning he calls her and her phone goes to voicemail because she doesn't pick up. He emphasized this in the next couple lines. I always had one wish, and I wish my kids would call me and come see me. Hopefully one day I can get that. I'm here and I'm still trying to pick up the phone. You have my number. You see me calling. I'm still here. One side note before I continue reading, that is a pet peeve of mine. If I'm calling you, I'm trying to get something squared away, and you don't pick up the phone, don't bother picking up the phone. That's my New Year's resolution. If I'm trying, and I believe in giving people time, I believe in giving people their space. But if it's been like a few days or the week, and I was like, especially if it's your significant other, your wife, your fiance, your boyfriend, girlfriend, and because this person that's in your life is the most important person, your kids, but especially your wife, your fiance, or boyfriend, girlfriend. If you don't pick up that goddamn phone, lose my number. I don't play. I learned not to play them type of game, because if I'm trying to communicate to you, if I'm trying to reach out to even the text message, even if you just say, I still need some more time to process this. Okay, cool. It's just a courtesy that when somebody's calling you, you just let them know, hey, I'm not in the mood to talk. I'll talk to you later. Okay. But even then, if you don't pick up the phone, and I know you see me calling, because something could be happening to me. I could be getting mugged. An emergency couldn't happen. That lets me know you just don't give a damn. I do not play that. Don't answer the phone. Lose my number. Anyway, former NBA star Dennis added to that he watches Trinity player soccer all the time and once flew to watch a game, but ended up watching from his hotel balcony after being told not to show up because who he was with. Despite her father reportedly earning more than $27 million in salary across his NBA career per Spot Rack, Trinity explained that she had at one point been forced to live in a car. We had a Ford Expedition. This is his daughter talking, Trinity Rodman. This is her talking. We had a Ford Expedition and we kind of lived in that for a little bit. We tried to live with him, but he's having parties 24/7. He is bringing random bitches in. He loves the spotlight. He loves the cameras. Before the divorce from Trinity's mother, Michelle Moyer, in 2012, my dad was actually helping money-wise. He would actually give money to my mom and let us kind of live life a little bit. But when the divorce happened, it was just like, F you guys. I think he's extremely selfish human being. I think everything has always been about him. Trinity has 10 goals and 9 assists in the 45 appearances for the U.S. women's national team. When he showed up at my game, I was like so mad. Remembered the spirit forward. I started crying on the field, so I'm trying to play the soccer game and I'm crying. This is our team. The Spirit won the game 1-0 and went on to claim the NWSL title, but Trinity was furious with her father. I was so mad. I was like, you took this happy moment from me. You effed with my head again. I'm walking over there towards Dennis so mad, like, F you. I walked over there. He grabs my head and I just started bawling into his arms as if it's a daddy-daughter moment. The resulting embrace went viral and Trinity released an Instagram post in which she expressed hope that their relationship might improve. Damn, if y'all want to read the rest of the article. Once again, it's CNN.com. Damn, she got mad at him because he showed up to the game. She said, this nigga's playing with my head. This nigga is just all over the place. Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this obviously rare podcast commentary? Well, of course you. That's why your ass is here. First point, I really wish people stop airing out their dirty laundry. Everybody don't need to know that I have skid marks. Everybody don't need to know that I sharded a little bit. Why are you airing out my dirty laundry? Why are you gossiping? That's why I be by myself. I'm a one-man show. Nah, I believe in teamwork. I believe in delegating because this makes life much easier when you have a team of people who are competent and willing and able to get the job done. But for the most part, I don't need a bunch of people to get this money. Look, I've been doing YouTube for a couple years now, but on my own. No co-host, on my own. I keep y'all entertained. I keep kicking that raw content because here's the thing. People today are so nosy. You got to be careful the information that you put out. I don't know if these people doing it for clout. Because one thing about, I don't know about the other countries. I think the other countries are like America as far as entertainment and drama and soap operas. America loves some drama. America loves drama, negativity, and and violence. Drama, negativity, and violence. America loves it, craves it, thrives off it. But honestly, looking at this article, I genuinely believe that these people have problems. Dennis Rodman and his daughter, Trinity Rodman, I truly believe they have problems. Dennis Rodman, in my opinion, is a weirdo. He cross-dresses. That's the first problem. What grown man, a respectable man, is going to be putting on mascara and lip gloss? That's the first thing. And I told you about them wild parties. Doing drugs. I mean, this man is out of control. A lot of parents believe that what they do don't affect their kids, especially when they grown up. Now, what you do once the kids are grown, say you did a good job and the kids are grown, that's a different story. But if you a terrible parent, that rubs off on your children. That rubs off. It leaves a negative impact on the kids. He loves to do drugs. He loves to party. He loves to cross-dress. Going up in random women was more important than spending time with his daughter. This is what she's saying now. She said that he was partying 24/7 and kept bringing home random bitches. This is what she's saying. This is what she said. She saw with her two eyes. So family business, I feel nobody should be putting out in the public, because it's just not a good look. You're telling everybody but the person you need to talk to. That make sense. You're telling everybody in the world how you feel, except to the person you need to actually tell how you feel to. You're going to all these podcasts, doing all these interviews, instead of just talking to the person you need to talk to. Subliminals. I like to be private, because here's the thing, once you get in a mode in life where you got a cool little job, this world is temporary. I don't take this world too serious. I only take it serious enough to for the spiritual warfare, to encourage others and not to let Satan and demons take over their lives, bad decisions and failures and depression and doubt. That's what I'm here to do, fighting on God's side. This world is temporary. So as you get older, you realize you have your ups, you have your downs, but no matter where you at in life, you got to keep God first. And it's just like, this life is short, and not taking it too serious to the point to where I'm allowed this, whatever I'm going through, to overtake me, unless it's something catastrophic. But even then, you still got to have faith. But it comes to a point, once you get a space of privacy, you get some privacy, your home is sacred. I'm a firm believer in blessing the home. Once your home is blessed, once you feel that you are blessed, you try not to have anybody interfere with that. You gotta be careful who you let into your home. You gotta be careful the type of woman that you bring into your life. And you gotta realize when things are going good. See, we so accustomed to being treated like crap, especially American folk. I never lived anywhere outside of the United States, but I can tell you this is one of the most corrupt countries, and the American people have been done dirty for decades, for centuries. American people, especially black folks, people losing their homes, people losing their cars, devastation, right? Devastation. Being taxed to death, people working 40 plus years only to be fired right before it's time to retire, right before they hit their quarters, only to be fired. And even if they do get a pension, all that good stuff, you know, the new people that's going to take their position, they're going to get paid far less. These companies, they have dedicated their whole lives, sacrificed time with their families to this company. And let's say and a lot of them do make good money, but they're going to put a cap. You're making too much. We have to fire you. You're making 90, and we're going to bring in some entry level that can do your job and only pay them 50. It's a cold game, y'all. So seeing all this, you just got to have that mindset. Once you can find peace, once you can find a good life, you have to start embracing the good things in life. We've been done dirty for so long. We don't even know what joy feel like. We have been done dirty so long, we don't even know what joy feels like, what happiness feels like, what complete understanding feels like, what inspiration feels like, what motivation feels like, what positivity feels like. So once you have to know when your life is doing good. And a lot of us don't know. I had to learn that too. I had to learn that, hey, my life is good. Young, healthy, entrepreneur, I work hard. Hey, you got this. This is heaven right here. This is heaven for the moment. We all gonna get sick. We all gonna get old. If we get old, it may die in a car accident, may die in a plane, God forbid. But we don't know how we gonna go. So you just gotta cherish this moment, our precious lives. And when you're trying to find peace, you know, you just have to hold on to it and embrace it and cherish it. I don't know where the mom is. I don't know where Trinity Rodman's mom is, but I'm pretty sure they're divorced because of his partying. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. Life is about God, Christ, the Holy Spirit and pain. Then comes all the good stuff. You have to go through the hardships and pain in order to have your blessings. That's just the way it is. That's how life goes. You have to embrace that pain. I don't know what the mother thinks about Dennis Rodman, but I'm pretty sure it's because of them parties. You have to sacrifice those parties for your daughter. You have to sacrifice something for this. And there's always sacrifice. We always got to pay a price. Even if he wasn't partying, a lot of kids get mad at their parents because they're always working. One, they work a lot. A lot of people just love their job. What the job can provide for them. A lot of people love working because they have goals and ambitions. They want to set a mark and reach it. So it's just a different mindset. But we all got to sacrifice. If I spend more time with my kids, if I don't have passive income coming in, if the only way we're getting money is that I have to go to work, then I have to go to work. That's time away from my kids. Or if I decide to spend time with my babies, and the only way that I'm making money is working, I mean, that's less hours, which means it's less money, then my kids still going to be kind of messed up because I can't buy them Christmas gifts, school clothes. You want to make sure your kids are looking good. You want to give them the best opportunity so they don't have to struggle as much. Now, I don't believe in carrying a kid forever. I don't have any kids. I'm just saying I put you in a position. It's on you if you're going to take advantage. You don't take advantage, shame on you, and you need to suffer so you can understand the depths of your failures. How about that? There's no excuse. As long as you're healthy and you're breathing, there's no excuse not to get what you need to get, especially in America. Now, I say that to say this. I'm not speaking from a patriot standpoint, like America is just so great. I'm speaking from a godly standpoint, Christ standpoint. Where is it pleasing to God to have doubts? Where is it pleasing to God to allow depression to take over your life? Where in the Bible, in the teachings, that it's acceptable to God to be lazy? Where is it acceptable to God to have fear? So I'm applying these concepts not because America you put me anywhere, I'm gonna make something happen. I'm gonna figure it out. I believe I can figure it out. So no matter what hardships, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying because I'm driven to get it through the power of God. But you have to include God in everything. So time away. And when you talk about sacrificing, when you talk about people being fearful and success and all these things, it's a choice. We all have a choice. And Dennis Rodman chose not to spend time with his daughter. That's one thing about, I'm seeing a lot of girls, broken homes. If you grow up in a broken home, I don't think, even if you have both parents in the home, that still constitutes as a broken home if the parents are not functioning well. But traditionally, a broken home is when a father is not present. A father lives in a different dwelling. Mother and father live in different dwellings, and the kid typically stays with the moms. That's a broken home. But there's a lot of broken homes with both parents and they're on drugs. There's a lot of dysfunction with parents, and it absolutely will be passed down on the children. And these kids coming up, for all the kids or adults, whatever age you came from, if you came from a broken home, just forgive your parents and put it in God's hands. That's all you can do. Especially if your parents don't have any desire to change. If your parents are still doing the same thing they were doing when you were a child. If they were doing drugs when you were a child, they're doing drugs now that you're an adult. What can you do? Only God can put that spirit on them to change. And they have to have that will to change. God gave us free will. They have a choice to not do drugs and spend time with their children. They have a choice to, you may go in debt, but go into debt and get yourself in somebody's school and get your education and move on. You have the choice to put whatever vices you have down, alcohol, whatever, is it porn, is it anger, is it depression, to put these things aside and get on with your life. Your parents are still doing the same thing. They still arguing. They still fighting. You got to realize, step away from your parents and just let them be. We all want the perfect parents that are leaders and perfect and successful, even if your parents are successful, do they come home? Are they nurturing? Are they selfless? Are they willing to put you first? But as you get older, you realize this world is messed up. People are messed up. You just got to make the most out of it. And I think that a lot of these girls don't have fathers. That's why they on OnlyFans. When a young lady doesn't have any structure because they're not built to lead, right? They're weaker of the species. So when this weaker of the species, she's growing up in a world where she don't know anything about a man. She wants to be with her dad. She wants to be protected by her dad. She wants to be loved by her dad. You know, because what I don't understand, if the mother is around, why are you still harping on your dad? If anything, you should be following your mom. So this lets me know that fathers are needed in the daughters and the kids' lives. Because the mother should be teaching this girl what a man wants, what to look for in a man. She should be trying to mimic her mother. But even if the mother is present, even if the mother is handling her business, she still wants to know who her dad is. It's something, I don't know what it is to be a woman or a little girl or a young lady. The need to have a father, but I know it's needed. These girls are lost. They don't have any structure. They don't feel protected. They're lost. They're frustrated when a father's love is not present. Their home is destroyed. Even if he's physically there, if his love is not thriving in that home, it's going to show in the functionality of the children. The children are screwed up. The children are actually screwed up. And it looks like they're trying to patch things up. What y'all think? Y'all think they're going to patch it up? I hope they patch it up. And I hope that nigga stop wearing them goddamn dresses and that mascara. You're 60-something years old, nigga. You're a grown man. She needs a father. She needs somebody that's strong, somebody that's disciplined, somebody that's going to look after her. And they were hugging in the picture. You ain't giving this girl no money. And she's talented. He's talented. They need to have a heart to heart. And because most parents tell their kids, shut the hell up. Don't question me. Don't question me. Don't question me. Don't question. Especially in the black neighborhoods. Especially with a whole bunch of niggas. Don't question me. Don't question me. Don't question me. I'm your parent. You don't backtalk me. That gets old because your decision making and what you're doing is affecting the home. You not being there, you doing drugs, you're always working, you're putting money in your career before everything else. It affects the household, especially for the man. You the leader, fool. It's ingrained throughout the animal kingdom that the male species are stronger. The male species are the leaders. That is just ingrained in humans. It's ingrained in animals. We're stronger. We're faster. We have the aptitude, the competence, and by God's design, we're here to lead and be responsible for the women and children. And when that masculinity is not in that house, when that love is not in the house, when they're not free to operate in your masculinity, when they're not feeling protected, all chaos. If you're not funding them, talking about money, if you're not buying them gifts, feeling special, being a man takes a lot, baby. And I don't even have kids, and I know this. It takes a lot, baby. It takes a lot. They got work to do. Dennis Rodman and his daughter got work to do. Dennis Rodman and his daughter has work to do. But all those, like I said, if you grow up in a broken home, just forgive your parents and let them be. If they're not willing to change, if they're not willing to hear you out, if they're not receptive to what you're saying, hey, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't stress over it. You got to get on with your life. You go be successful. Be the parent that they should have been. How about that? Be the parent that they should have been. You go out there and make some of yourself. You go out there, be an engineer, a lawyer, bus driver, wherever you got to do. Some people love to drive. And don't let nobody crush on your dreams either. I'm going to talk about another segment about darkness. Misery loves company. Oh, yeah. But on your journey, you keep God first. God, Christ, the Holy Spirit, and the teachings of God. Read your Bible as much as you can. Not just read it, apply it. And if you need help understanding what does this mean to me? Because God's going to reveal everything. You know, hopefully there'll be better churches in 2025. Hopefully there will be better churches, and churches can be ran like church because people can go to church and the communities can start thriving. It's time to build. America's building infrastructure wise, but spiritually, we're on the decline. In regard to infrastructure, we are building bridges, skyscrapers. I mean, America's looking a whole lot better, airports, but there's a spiritual growth that we need to focus on. We need to build spiritually. The skyscrapers in our spirits crumbling. They need to be torn down and rebuilt. The bridges that are in our spirit need to be torn down. The beautiful homes, there were once beautiful homes, they're rotten on our heart. These homes that live on our hearts, they need to be torn down and rebuilt. Forgive your parents and just move on. Let God handle their asses. Let God deal with it. You get yourself together. Go to school, bus driver, get your CDL, get you a license, get you some certifications, go for welding, build. Stay out of the way. Stay away from dark people. Stay away from people who don't want nothing. Carve out your own path. You got to take care of business because your parents are going to be your parents. Don't question me. I'm your parent. Don't question me. No, we have the right to question you, mom and pop. You're screwing up. Whoo! Airing out all day laundry out here. But y'all flood my comments. Those of you that have been rocking me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. We only going to go up. We're only going to get better. In order to be great, we have to make great decisions. And Dennis Rodman not being there for his daughter was not a great decision. Y'all flood my comments. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think they're going to hash it out? You think they're going to work it out? Y'all flood my comments. Let me know. Turn up. 250 capital G News. I'm gone.